What's up guys, I'm Danny DeVries, and today I'm going to walk you through the quick installation process of the Jammer cold air intake from Superchips on a 2013 F-150 EcoBoost. Some of the tools you're going to need is a 5/32 6-point socket, 5/32 Allen wrench, 10mm socket, and a flathead screwdriver. The first thing we're going to do on this install is disconnect and remove the mass airflow sensor. This is where you're going to use your 5/32 6-point socket to loosen the screw and remove the sensor. Do not lose this because we will be reinstalling it onto the new parts. After the sensor is removed, go ahead and loosen the driver and passenger intake clamps. Once the clamps are loosened, go ahead and unclip the 3 housing clips that secure the top portion of the stock intake housing. Remove the stock intake tube by prying the passenger and driver side intakes. This will expose the stock air filter. At this point, you can go ahead and remove that as well. The next step we're going to do is installing the adapter onto the jammer housing using the 5-button head screws provided with the 5/32 hex key. At this time, you can install the seal trim around the housing edges as well as installing the filter. Take your filter housing and install it where the stock housing used to sit. Next, we're going to install the elbow coupling onto the adapter using the provided clamps. Don't tighten these too tight because we're going to want some movement later on. Once the jammer housing is clamped down using the factory clips, now we can go ahead and install the couplings. Install the larger reduction coupling on the driver's side runner, clamp this down but do not tighten. Then install the smaller reduction coupling onto the passenger side runner, clamp down but don't tighten. Now we're going to go ahead and install the jammer intake tube to the passenger side runner first, then the driver's side runner. Following by inserting the tube onto the adapter coupling elbow. Once the intake tube is installed, adjust the couplings and the tube for proper alignment and then tighten all the clamps. Now we're going to go ahead and install the MAP sensor into the jammer intake tube using the hex head screw provided with a 10mm socket. And just like that, your jammer air intake from Superchips is installed. And when you pair up your jammer cold air intake from Superchips with the Flashpaq F5, you've got the ultimate power pack. To find out which power pack is right for your vehicle, go to superchips.com.